Have you ever been scrolling through your feed and just got this weird feeling, like you're wandering through a ghost town? You know, it looks familiar, but something's off. The life just isn't there. Well, there's this growing whisper online, kind of like a digital ghost story, that says you are not imagining things. So let's get into it and see what's really going on.
Wow, that quote, it just really captures that feeling, doesn't it? A digital necropolis. The idea that what we're seeing online isn't real human connection anymore, but just a ghostly imitation, an endless automated show put on by machines. It's a pretty chilling thought, and it's right at the heart of this really fascinating and frankly unsettling theory.
And this is it, the dead internet theory. It's this idea that bubbled up from old forums in the late 2010s, and it basically argues that somewhere around 2016, the internet we knew, that chaotic, vibrant, human place, was quietly replaced. That the web we're all using today is just a phantom, a hollow shell filled with bots and AI content that's all designed to manipulate us. So the big question is this just another modern campfire tale? Some paranoid fantasy from the deep corners of the web? Or is there something measurable, something real behind this feeling that we're sharing the internet with, well, a whole bunch of digital ghosts? Let's take a look at the data. This number, this right here, is what takes the whole theory from a spooky story to a statistical reality. 51%. For the first time in over a decade, automated traffic on the internet has officially passed human traffic. We are now the minority on the very network we built. Now, if you look at the breakdown here, this is where it gets really interesting. That 51% isn't just, harmless Google bots crawling the web. A truly staggering 37% of all internet traffic comes from malicious bots. We're talking AI-driven programs built for spamming, taking over accounts, and scraping data. This isn't just background noise. It's a fundamental shift that kind of proves the theory's core idea. Okay, so if the numbers prove the internet is haunted, what do the ghosts actually look like? Well, I guarantee you've seen it. It's even got a name that's about as appealing as the stuff itself.
AI slop.
AI slop is essentially the digital junk food that's just clogging up our feeds. It's not made to inform you or entertain you in any real way. It's what you call engagement bait. It's like digital chum that's thrown into the algorithmic waters just to get a knee-jerk reaction, a click, a share, anything at all that can be turned into cash. And this list, it just shows you how utterly bizarre it all is. I mean, we're talking about viral images of Jesus fused with shrimp that somehow get thousands of amen comments, probably from other bots. You've got these weird pictures of babies made of lettuce. And then there's the really cynical stuff, the pathos bait, like AI images of sad little kids designed to just prey on your empathy to get a like. It's a whole catalog of surreal junk. So you have to be thinking, this is all just so nonsensical, right? I mean, why would anyone flood the internet with erotic tractors or fake landmarks? Well, like most things, the answer is depressingly simple. The answer, as it so often is money. On platforms like Facebook, these monetization programs have created this massive financial incentive to just churn out content. The top-tier sloppers can hit their monthly payout caps of up to $35,000. Yeah, just by generating high-volume garbage that tricks the engagement algorithm. All right, so we've seen the evidence and we know the motive. But now we have to go a little deeper to look at the technical poison that's spreading through the whole system. Researchers have a name for it, the Curse of Recursion. The best way to think about this is in two parts. On the left, you've got the process, which is called recursive pollution. This is literally what happens when AI models are trained on all that AI slop we just saw. And on the right, you have the result, model collapse. This is the endgame, where the AI, after being fed a diet of its own digital junk, literally starts to forget what real human-made stuff looks like. And honestly, this is the most powerful way to picture it. It's a snake eating its own tail. It's an endless, self-consuming loop. As all this AI-generated content floods the web, it gets scraped and becomes the training data for the next generation of AI. So the machine starts learning from its own warped reflection, just amplifying its own mistakes and biases over and over again. And this decay, it actually happens in predictable stages. First, in what they call early collapse, the model loses all the nuance. Think of all human expression like a bell curve. The AI forgets everything out in the interesting tales, the weird art, the niche humor, the unique perspectives, and it only remembers the most boring, average stuff in the middle. Then comes late collapse, where it just starts spitting out repetitive nonsense. And that leads to the final stage, semantic decay, where its output has almost no connection to the original human data it was supposed to learn from.
So all of this leads to the ultimate consequence, a massive digital echo chamber. What happens when our most advanced technology is no longer learning from us, but from the ghosts of its own output?
So here's the crucial takeaway. This isn't just a technical problem, it's a cultural one. If our digital world is just filled with this optimized, mediocre sludge, then real human creativity gets drowned out. Culture itself is at risk of just stagnating into this bland echo chamber where algorithms only amplify the most average ideas and all the rich complexity of human thought just withers away. This has actually led to a full-blown crisis for the AI industry itself. We're getting close to what people are calling a data singularity, a point where the well of clean, high-quality human data to train new models just runs dry. And some people estimate this could happen as soon as late 2026. Real, verified human data is becoming an incredibly scarce and valuable resource. And that really leaves us with this final, kind of haunting question. In our big rush to automate everything, are we building our entire digital future on a poisoned foundation? A foundation that's not made of genuine human knowledge, but of the recycled, amplified errors of the very systems we're trying to create. If you found this deep dive into the dead internet theory as fascinating as I did, and you want to explore the absolute cutting edge of AI every single day, then you should definitely subscribe for more daily explainers from the Before AGI podcast. And for those of you who really want to go deeper, with full-on tutorials and hands-on guides, you absolutely have to find the Ochieng AI channel on YouTube. That's spelled Ochieng. It is an absolutely incredible resource for getting practical insights into these powerful tools. Thanks so much for joining me for this one.